It seems we were mistaken when we assumed things had calmed down. Once again, BlackRock is involved, but this time it's not alone. Not only that, but other countries, and you won't believe this, have also jumped on the bandwagon. What is actually going on behind the scenes of the unprecedented flood of capital into the cryptocurrency space? For how much longer will this last, and more crucially, what effect will it have on the Shiba Inu currency that we all adore? Now let's jump right in. Caveat emptor: when analyzing the current market value of Shiba Inus, it has been rather dull and unremarkable. The price has fallen by a meager 1% in the last 30 days. Such little fluctuations are seen as flat for cryptocurrencies, particularly ones like Shiba Inu that are notorious for their wild price fluctuations. Both professional investors and curious onlookers have taken note of the Shiba Inu's reputation for extreme price swings in the past. This era of stability seems unusually uninteresting to people familiar with its typical behavior due to the striking contrast between its history of rapid and unpredictable shifts and the lack of major movement. We observe a comparable narrative when we shift our focus to Bitcoin. The price has fallen from its recent all-time high and is not showing any indications of going back up to its previous high. Some have speculated that the market has peaked, and that the era of sky-high prices may be coming to an end as a result of this dismal performance. Investors are feeling apprehensive due to the lack of momentum and the inability to regain earlier highs. Uncertainty and the emergence of certain important top signals were aptly expressed by a recent Twitter user who aptly described the present attitude. They took note of the proliferation of meme coins, the increase in celebrity token creators, and the deluge of profit and loss screenshots on social media timelines. The market's peak is frequently indicated by these indications, given that they mirror an extreme state of excitement and speculative mania in which the emphasis changes from underlying worth to hype and short-term profits. Similar tendencies were visible during the 2017 crypto boom, when a deluge of new dubious tokens and a flurry of too optimistic social media messages preceded a major market collapse. As optimism wanes and reality sets in, this kind of climate could indicate that the market is overheated and cause a decline. Despite these red flags, there is a bullish chorus that is singing the market's praises. Not only have several major catalysts taken place this year, but more are on the way in the next few months as well. Investors are faced with a contradictory scenario. Going through a thick fog is the best way to describe it. Apprehension about an impending slump coexists with optimism inspired by recent positive developments. Because of all the competing priorities, investors may feel overwhelmed and unable to move forward. The question is, how can you balance the advantages with the dangers that may befall you? Paralysis by analysis and restless nights are common outcomes of this conundrum. A lot of people are also surprised because a lot of coins, especially those in certain industries, haven't even had a bull run. Consider Shiba Inu coins. Their present value is about 3 times lower than their prior all-time highs. This begs the question, why haven't they reached their peaks yet? The question is well posed. Interestingly, after FTX's demise, just 8 coins have surpassed their prior all-time highs versus Bitcoin. For the uninitiated, the FTX crash is commonly regarded as the lowest point of the prior bear market. The fact that so few currencies have recovered their value during this so-called bull run has many people baffled. Given the sheer number of coins in circulation, the fact that just 8 have managed to surpass their earlier highs is somewhat disappointing. Some people are afraid this is the market high, and if that's the case, the idea is ridiculous. In this supposedly booming bull market, how is it that just a small portion of the market has actually done well? Many people are confused and afraid to raise concerns because of this question. Hold just a second. There's a tweet that sums it all up. Only 8 coins have surpassed their prior all-time highs against Bitcoin since the FTX disaster, it notes. From what I can tell, the more you consider this number, the more it becomes clear, even though it first appears surprising. Investors can benefit from the tweet's highlighted points as they navigate this cycle. Choosing the correct assets is the first thing it stresses. This bull run, being selective is essential, in contrast to the past one, when nearly every currency appeared to outperform Bitcoin. The focus and investment are going to different areas, so some are prospering while others are suffering. In essence, it serves as a timely reminder that investors need a compelling reason to purchase into any technology, no matter how brilliant. The attention economy should be considered so when building your portfolio. Another important element. Dilution is brought to light by the tweet, which adds to the discussion. What this means is that new coins are entering the market at an exponential rate, and the number is growing by the day. As an example, developers released over 500,000 Solana tokens to the network in May alone. Imagine a network that introduced 500,000 new tokens in the span of a month. However, we must continue. Think about other platforms like as Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, where initiatives such as Shiba Inu were introduced. The sheer volume of new releases across all of these platforms would astound you. We're talking about a massive increase in token supply that is outstripping the growth in market liquidity. There are so many new cryptocurrencies out there that it's no surprise many of them are floundering. By way of conclusion, the Twitter user shares their thoughts on the market's present condition. With all the buzz surrounding Bitcoin spot ETFs, they point out that Bitcoin has been the main driver of this bull run thus far. Because of all the attention paid to Bitcoin, most altcoins have faded into obscurity, with only memes and a handful of niches receiving any real attention at all. The bright side, though, is that this disparity may be an indication of progress. It implies that altcoins have a lot of space to make up ground, particularly if Bitcoin maintains its position as the market leader, as it has done in previous bull cycles. But more catalysts, whether sector or market-driven, will certainly be required for a genuine alt season to get going. The user does note, though, that there is still plenty of room for astute traders to make substantial profits, even in this somewhat quiet setting. This year has been a banner one for many in the industry, including the user, but most altcoins are now seeing minor bullish conditions. Reminds us that big rewards are possible with the correct timing and tactics. In just a few robust months, you will see the results of your hard work. What makes this Twitter user's analysis of the Bitcoin ETF so compelling is how accurate it has been. Despite the fact that it was allowed in the US around 6 months ago, the enthusiasm is still high and is still growing. As an example, during the last 2 weeks, US Bitcoin spot ETFs have averaged $136 million in net inflows every day. Not only that, just today, Bitcoin ETF trading began in Australia, and according to recent reports, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Thailand has also approved a Bitcoin ETF. The United States is setting the stage for other countries to follow suit, creating a domino effect. If you've been keeping up with the crypto sector, you know that Shiba Inu is extremely sensitive to any fluctuations in Bitcoin ETFs, and all these developments will definitely affect the entire space. As a result, watching the outcome unfold will be incredibly fascinating. Have you thought about this? Please share your ideas by leaving a comment below. Please watch one of the displayed videos if you would want to learn more. After that, the video comes to a close. Please hit the like button and drop a comment down below if you found the video entertaining. The YouTube algorithm greatly benefits from this. In addition, we ask that you forward this video to as many people as you can in order to spread the word.